Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're hitting that subscribe button, because today I want to discuss something interesting. It's very possible there's an idea floating around. Maybe the volumetric armor isn't functioning how it should be, and perhaps it's buffing some tanks to an extreme degree. I have two examples to give for this, but after playing it for a while, I think this one Reddit post speaks a lot about how the system is currently altering the game. Essentially, what this dude does is shows how a plate of 120 millimeters right next to a plate of 156 millimeters, the connecting point is not able to be penetrated by the Tiger II 105's main cannon, which should be able to penetrate over 250 millimeters at 0 meters and 230 at 500, which is commonly the set distance in the penetration analysis. And so that's the distance I'm assuming he's using to show that the shell is not able to penetrate at the point in which those two armor pieces meet. He is stating, and I agree with him, it seems that this is what's happening, as instead of the two plates merely existing, it's combining the thickness of the two plates into one singular 300 plus millimeter plate. He probably chose to show this with the IS-3 because it has benefited quite a lot with the volumetric shells. However, I think that's a poor example because of how curvy it is. It could throw some people off. There are many better examples to show that this is happening. For example, on the Ho reproduction, where the 75 side plate and the 100 millimeter angled front plate meet, at the very point where they do meet, you get 175 millimeters. Now the question is this really how it should be functioning? I'm not a physicist, but I can see how someone would make the argument that it should be like that. However, it doesn't seem entirely right. Like, it should be able to choose the weaker of the two plates, as the mass of the shell would go towards there. Now, the other buggy aspect of volumetric shells is how they interact with tracks. It seems that they once again have made it so tracks will absorb everything. Now, I haven't got this on footage, but I have been shot in the tracks many times and this shell just magically disappears. I find this really funny because that's kind of how it used to be in the old days. Well, actually, the shell would bounce off the tracks. Now it seems to just absorb them, but it was a really annoying aspect, and it made it so tracks and primarily KV-1s were very hard to kill. After they had changed some things in the algorithms and all that, they had made it so it doesn't happen nearly as often, and life was good until now. So when they first announced the volumetric shells back in the dev server stream, they did say that they might turn it off and on a few times as they work out the kinks, and I guess what we're experiencing here are some of the kinks. So I'm anticipating later this month or maybe next month they're going to turn it off and then turn it back on a bit after that, or maybe they will forego the turning off and on and go straight to fixing the issue. Now if they do turn off the armor plates combining strength, I don't think it would affect the IS-3 all that much. I do think, however, it would affect the Centurion Mark III and Carnarvon, as I think some of their turret face invulnerability comes from this effect. So if you're currently using those or looking forward to using those, anticipate a nerf in the future. But anyways, currently that's all the bugs I know of about the shell volume. If you happen to know any that I don't know about, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Before I end this video, first I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members who happen to also be the coolest people on the damn planet. If you'd like to join them, there's a join button down below or a link to the Patreon. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, be sure to hit me up down below in the comments or my Discord. If you've liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I make brand videos throughout the week, War Thunder weekly news videos on Friday, and I like to stream on Saturdays. So be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And in terms of, I guess, bonus news, my town is covered in smoke and the sun is red.